Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be a special video for Pride Month. Now I do want to apologize for the lighting in this video. I keep trying to fix it, but it's just not helping. This is actually the second time I filmed this intro, because I checked the footage and the lighting just went completely dark basically in the middle of me talking. So I hope that doesn't happen again, and if it does, I guess I'll try to fix it in editing. But yeah, I don't have any other time to film this video. I can't wait for it to become lighter outside because I am sick currently. I have been sick twice in the last couple weeks, I think. And yeah, if I don't start filming for Pride Month now, I'm not gonna be able to post anything Pride Month related in June. So yeah, let's just hope that this video doesn't end up being too bad looking, I guess. So yeah, let's just get into the video. I don't know if I've mentioned it, by the way, what the title of this video is or what this video is about, but it's 5-star books that I've read that have LGBT themes in it, I guess. My criteria for the books I put on this list is the LGBT plus theme has to be one of the main ones. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys don't mind the lighting, I guess. And yeah, I hope you guys get a lot of book recommendations from this video, I guess. And yeah, I want to apologize for my voice obviously in this video because I said, I'm still sick, so I probably sound a bit hoarse. The reason why I say probably is because I can't hear myself because of how congested I am. So my ears are very stuffed. So yeah, if I sound congested and sick and horrible, I apologize for that. So yeah, let's just get into this video. I'm first gonna check the lighting again though. So wish me luck on that. So the lighting actually seems to be fine for now, I think. So let's just get started with all these books. The first book is I Wish You All the Best. I really hope the lighting did not just change by me holding up a book, because I feel whenever I do that, the lighting will change to focus on the book. So I hope it didn't just do that. If it did, I really apologize, and I will probably try to fix it. So yeah. I really like this book. It has a non-binary main character, and romance is the main plot. It's a young adult contemporary, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I really like the cover of this as well. Sadly enough, my cat did end up scratching it. In the previous apartment that I lived in before I had this background, my black bookshelf, the one that I'm filming in front of, he would always scratch at it for some reason. He doesn't do that in this room. He hasn't touched any of my furniture, which is weird, but I'm glad for it. But at the same time, I wish he didn't do that in the previous apartment, because some of my books have just these scratch marks on it, and I really dislike it. But yeah, I'm not gonna hate him for that. He's a cat. He was just frustrated at my bookshelves back then, I guess. So yeah, let's just move on to the next book. I'm first gonna check the lighting again though. So yeah, I feel this video is gonna be a mess, but I hope you guys still like it, I guess. So yeah, I highly recommend this book. I really liked it. Non-binary main character doesn't happen a lot, so yeah. So the sun just decided to come out, which obviously, hopefully, maybe you can tell. So yeah, I don't know if the lighting just got a lot worse, but I tried to once again check it and see if it was still okay. So yeah, this video, I said, it's going to be a whole mess, but let's just get into the next book, which is Felix Ever After. The reason why I point here, and I will probably also put up a picture here, is because it's actually right here. I don't know if you can see it because maybe the chair is in the way or maybe the camera doesn't go that low. But yeah, Felix Ever After is a book that I really liked. I really like the cover. I think it's very pretty. I feel a lot of books with LGBT plus themes always have very pretty covers for some reason. So yeah, I really like this book, not just because of the cover, but also because of what is inside the book. Obviously, it has a trans main character, and yeah, I really like the fact that his scars are visible on the cover. I don't know if you guys can see that just from the small picture I'll put up, but his scars are kind of visible, and I kind of like that. And yeah, I really like this author in general. I've read 2 books from them, I think, and I have a third one I haven't read yet, which will probably be on my June TBR. So yeah, I really like that writing. I really like the cover that they always have. The person who illustrates them, they're very talented. So yeah, like I said, trans main character. There's a romance in it. I think it's a gay romance. I don't fully remember, but I think I think you can call it a gay romance, because I don't want to use like the wrong term. I do really like the book. I look forward to like reading more books from the author. So yeah, let's just move on because my back is really starting to hurt already from like sitting upright. Because like I said, I've been sick recently. I haven't been like sitting upright a lot. So yeah, let's just move on. Then next is How to Survive a Plague. This is a book that is very different from all the other books on this list. And that is because this is a non-fiction and it's about like the AIDS crisis. I don't know if you can call it that. I feel like in my country we call it that. But yeah, it's all about like AIDS and how it was handled and how badly it was handled mainly. And I remember in like 2023, I believe, I kept like talking about this book on my channel like over and over again about like, you know, favorite books I read recently, like 5-star books I read recently, and I would mention it in like every single video to the point that I feel like people got tired of hearing about it. But yeah, mentioning it once again, it's a very good like non-fiction book. It's very long. I read it as like an audiobook, and I think the audiobook was like, I don't know, like 16 hours or something. Like it was extremely long, but I feel like it was worth it to read like everyone's stories and their like experiences. And yeah, it's like I said, a non-fiction book about like how like different people like experienced AIDS and their loved ones having it, or they themselves having it. And yeah, I really liked this book. I didn't actually like it, but like I thought it was interesting reading it, and I like educated myself a lot on it. And yeah, I would recommend it. It's not like a light-hearted book like a lot of these books, but I would still recommend it. So yeah. Then next is Cemetery Boys. Now this is a book with a trans main character, and it's kind of like fantasy-ish. I know I said I wouldn't be putting like any fantasy like books like on this like list, but that's mainly like books that are mainly fantasy and then like a bit of romance. Like this is, I would say, like 50% fantasy and 50% romance. Like I feel like I can put a book like this on this list and people won't be angry at me for like, you know, recommending them an LGBT plus book, and then they read the book and it's like 90% fantasy and like 10% romance. Like I'm not doing that to y'all. So yeah, this is like a 50-50, I would say. It's very cute, it's very sad as well, but I feel like it's like the perfect combination of like, you know, a romance and a fantasy. Like again, as someone who struggles to read fantasy a lot, like books like this are very good for me because again, it's not too much fantasy and it's not too much romance either. So yeah, I really like this book. Trans character, and yeah, person of color as well. Like very good representation all around, I feel like. And there's a second book that is going to be made for this, so yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that as well. Then next is Melissa. I do actually own this book like physically, but first of all, it's kind of difficult for me to get because it's on like the top shelf of my bookshelf, and I'm kind of like short, so like it's difficult for me to grab it. Also because like my version of the book still has like the old title on it, and considering that this book, like Melissa, is like a middle grade about a like trans girl like figuring out that she's trans and like, you know, going through that thought process as like a very young person. I have the version of the book that has like the girl's like dead name on it, and I don't like showing that because it feels kind of disrespectful, and like the author themselves have said that like they shouldn't have made it that title, and I'm pretty sure they gave people like the option of buying like a little like book sleeve to put like around the book that has the word Melissa on it instead of the other one. Like I don't have that. I also don't have like the creativity to like change the cover somehow, so yeah, I'm just not gonna hold it up. I have this book physically, I know where it is, but I can't show it because it feels disrespectful. So yeah, middle grade book about a trans girl, very like cutesy and wholesome, but also kind of like nerve-wracking because bullying happens. So yeah, it's not too sad though, because again, it's a middle grade, they're not gonna like do anything horrific. So yeah, I would recommend it, but maybe see if you can find like the cover that has this name on it. So yeah. Then next is The Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. Now the reason why I point here and not here, even though I will put up like a cover of the book, is because you can actually see one of the covers, I'm pretty sure, because I recently rearranged my bookshelves like in the 1 week that I wasn't sick, because I got sick, and then there was 1 week where I wasn't sick, and then I got sick again. So in that week I rearranged like this bookshelf to make it look like a little bit prettier on camera, and I'm pretty sure you can see this cover, which this cover is the Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. And I know that I said I wouldn't be putting any like, you know, fantasy books on this list with like 90% fantasy, 10% romance, but that is exactly what the Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation is. It's like 90% fantasy, 10% romance, but it's such an iconic series in my mind that like I can't really not mention it. Like if you're not interested in something like that, just don't read it, I guess, but I quite like it. I'm still gonna mention it. Like I said, a lot of fantasy, not a lot of romance. They only get together in like the last book, which is the one that you can see, hopefully, like the cover. So yeah, it's not exactly like fitting for this list, but then again, the title is like 5-star like LGBT plus books, and this is a 5-star, so yeah. If you're not interested in something like this, don't read it. There are more books now that I'm gonna mention that are easier to get through than like a 6-book series with like over 1,000 pages. So yeah. Next we have Lesbiana's Guide, which I'm not going to say the full title because I've already tried like saying that like 4 times and my voice keeps breaking during it because I'm sick. So yeah, I really like this book. It used to actually be displayed on my bookshelf along with Felix Ever After, but I've acquired too many books recently to like display it. So yeah, it has lost its display, I guess, which is sad because I really like the cover, but yeah, I don't have room for it anymore. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. It does remind me a lot of Felix Ever After in that way. I guess just like the lesbian version of it. It doesn't have a trans character, at least not like a main character that is trans. There might be one like side character that is trans. I can't fully remember, but yeah, I would highly recommend this. It's like a cute romance contemporary, same with Felix Ever After. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. Very pretty cover as well, and like very pretty sprayed edges. So yeah, if you can get your hands on this book, I would highly recommend it. Then lastly, we have The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I obviously can't make like a 5-star like LGBT books like list or video without this book on it. So yeah, I was actually kind of skeptical about this book when I started reading it, and then I got like more towards the end and I was like crying my eyes out. So yeah, I would definitely give this book a try. It is like a little bit slower like going into this book. For like the first like 150 pages, it's kind of slow in my opinion, and then you get through it and you're like, that was an experience and I'm completely broken now. So yeah, I would highly recommend this. It is a like lesbian relationship, like that is the representation for this. I know the title makes it seem not like that, but it is. And yeah, I would highly recommend it. I'm pretty sure like nobody needs me to like talk about this book for a long time because it's very popular. So like a lot of people will already know about this. So yeah, I still think about some of the scenes in this book. Like sometimes I literally have like one scene in my head right now and it makes me want to cry. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about this book now and end this video because that was the end of this like list I made. And yeah, I hope you guys got some like recommendations from it. So yeah, let me just end this video now. So I hope you guys got some like recommendations from this. I hope you guys like this video and maybe saw some books you haven't seen before, even though a lot of these books I've already talked about on my channel. But yeah, I still hope you guys like this video. I know I probably looked bad and sounded bad and the lighting was bad and everything was bad, but I tried my best to make everything look as good as possible, even myself. So yeah, I hope you guys didn't mind the way this video looked too much. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a good June, I guess. I know the world is kind of like gone to absolute shit, but yeah, I hope you guys are still having a good June. So yeah, thank you for watching and bye.